Hello everyone, myself Janisha from Saint Joseph Composite PU College, Vijaypur. I'm dealing with economics subject. In the previous episode, we have learned that the concept of utility, budget line, budget set and so on. Today in this episode, we are going to deal with new concept, that is indifference curve analysis. Modern demand theory uses analytical approach, that is called indifference curve analysis, to explain how the household makes decisions with regard to economic choice and purchases. Marshall's demand analysis is based on the cardinal measurement of utility. As you know that cardinal utility means what? The utility which is expressed with the help of cardinal numbers like 1, 2, 3. Yes, and also this approach is criticized for two reasons. First one is utility is a subjective concept, and second one is utility cannot be measured. Indifference curve analysis seeks remedy to this shortcoming of utility analysis, and also it tries to show how consumer reaches the equilibrium point without measuring the utility in cardinal numbers. Now then let me discuss about what is the meaning of indifference curve. Indifference curves were popularized and greatly extended in application in 1930s. Two English economists, they are R.G.D. Allen and J.R. Hicks. Indifference curves are a crucial tool of analysis because they are used to represent an ordinal measure of the taste and preferences of the consumer and to show how the consumer maximizes utility in spending his income. Then what is indifference curve? The various combinations of the two commodities are plotted and the locus of all the points form a curve is called indifference curve. Assume that there is an experimenter and you, a consumer, are his or her subject. The experimenter wants to find out how you feel when you are consuming various quantities of biscuits and bananas. It would be convenient if there was a utility meter, but there is no utility meter as such. Therefore, to find out the attitude towards the consumption of these goods, he or she offers you a number of bundles containing different amounts of biscuits and bananas at a given set of prices. Would you prefer the one to the other or be indifferent between the two? In this way, the experimenter hopes to get a meaningful answer from you. For example, when asked to choose between combination A, means 1 unit of biscuit and 12 unit of bananas, and combination B, 2 units of biscuits and 8 unit of bananas, and you might prefer A to B, and also you can prefer B to A, or you can go through with the B indifferent between A and B. Now let me discuss this indifference curve with the help of a table. Now let me discuss this indifference curve with the help of a table. Dear students, you just observe the table. This is what indifference curve or indifference schedule. See here, combination of goods. They are A, B, C, D, E, and units of biscuits means X, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and also the units of bananas, that is Y commodity 12, 8, 5, 3, 2. Now from this schedule, it can be understood that when the number of biscuits increase, see here the number of biscuits here increases from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. right? Yes. And the number of bananas will be, so what here banana, the number of bananas will be decreases, so that the level of satisfaction is the same for all the combinations. Therefore you are indifferent between the combinations like A, B, C, D and E. Okay, so now this we can express with the help of diagram. You just see this diagram here. Yes, here the data in this indifference schedule can be represented on a graph with one commodity that is in the x-axis and another one commodity that is in the y-axis. Here in this diagram, IC means what? Here in the right side, this IC is there, no? So this IC means what? IC means indifference curve. So here IC is an indifference curve and which is showing the combinations of the two goods given in the schedule. So which are the two goods? That is biscuit and banana. And also all the points on this curve give equal level of satisfaction to the consumer. So all the points of all the points of a curve. See all the points of this curve. So this will gives that is equal level of satisfaction to the consumer. And indifference curve, thus here indifference curve is also called as iso-utility curve. Why it is called as iso-utility curve? Because all the points from this indifference curve, all the points will get all the points on this curve, which gives the equal level of satisfaction. For this reason it is called as iso-utility curve. Okay, so this is what the diagram of indifference curve. Okay students, so this is what the indifference curve schedule as well as the diagram. So thus we can say that indifference curve shows the different combinations of two commodities in which consumers get equal satisfaction. So commodities are what? That is two commodities, different combinations of two commodities. That two commodities which are that biscuit and bananas. Combinations which are A to E, A, B, C, D, E, right? But the consumers will get equal level of satisfaction. That means from this curve, from this indifference curve, all the points, so that should be gives equal level of satisfaction to the consumer. So that is why it is called as what? Iso-utility curve. Okay students, fine. In the next class we'll continue regarding the same topic, and also in this episode some exercise questions will be there. Please solve that question